All right, let's talk about AI voices. We're going to move way beyond those flat robotic tones we've all gotten used to. Today is all about mastering audio and voice prompt to create AI audio that actually, connects with people. We want it to persuade and to build a really consistent, trustworthy voice for whatever you're creating. So let's dive in. You've been there, right? We all have. You spend time on a project, you generate the audio, and it just sounds, well, wrong. It's lifeless, it's monotone, and it just feels completely unnatural. Honestly, that's the number one thing holding AI audio back from what it can really do.
So what's the big secret here? Is it some fancy, expensive AI model? Nope. It's actually about giving the model better directions. The real solution is learning how to write great audio prompts. These are basically special instructions that tell the AI not just what to say, but more importantly, how to say it.
And you might be asking, why is this so important? Well, because getting this right unlocks a massive opportunity. We're talking about a potential 95% cost reduction compared to the old way of hiring voice actors and booking studio time. For any creator or business, that's not just a small savings, it's an absolute game changer.
Okay, so how do we tap into that potential? It really starts with a shift in your thinking. You need to think like a director. I mean, you'd never just hand a script to a talented actor and walk away, right? Of course not. You'd give them direction on the character, the emotion, the pacing, and that is exactly what a good prompt does for an AI.
So every really effective audio prompt has these 5 core parts. It all starts with the basic text content, the words themselves. Then you layer on voice selection. Who is actually speaking? After that, you add in the super important prosody instructions for rhythm and tone, define any technical parameters, and then you wrap the whole thing up in the right context and style. Let's just zoom in on prosody for a second, because this is probably the single most important concept to get. It's the music of speech. Think about it. A question mark makes your voice go up at the end, right? A comma creates a nice natural pause. Those little things, plus keywords for emotion, they are your tools for bringing a script to life.
Theory is great and all, but seeing is believing. So let's look at how applying these components can totally transform the final audio. We'll do some simple before and after examples.
Here we go! A classic bad prompt. It's just a command with some text. There is zero direction on the voice, the tone, the purpose, nothing. And the result? You already know. It's going to be a flat robotic delivery that sounds like a computer from the 90s.
Now, look at this. See the difference? This is a director giving notes. We've specified a warm, professional male voice. We've given the AI context, it's for an engaging podcast intro, and we've even set the emotion to enthusiastic. Suddenly, the AI has a whole character to perform. The transformation is just crystal clear. We went from giving zero direction to providing a full set of instructions. So the big takeaway here is that a good prompt is like a complete director's brief. It guides every little detail of the AI's performance.
Okay, let's do another one, this time for marketing. This bad prompt is just way too direct. It sounds aggressive, it sounds pushy, and frankly, it just feels like spam. It doesn't build any kind of trust or connection with whoever's listening.
But in contrast, the good prompt is all about building a relationship. By asking for a confident but warm voice, maybe with a British accent for a little sophistication, a trustworthy style, and an emotion that's excited but not pushy, you end up creating an ad that feels genuine and persuasive, not desperate. Okay, so you've seen the incredible impact a great prompt can have. Now let's walk through a step-by-step playbook so you can get these kinds of results every single time. It's really just a 6-step process. First, identify your purpose. Who are you talking to? What do you want them to feel? Second, select your voice and define the style. Next, structure your text using punctuation to guide the flow. Then, add those vital prosody instructions for emotion and pacing. And finally, and this part is absolutely crucial, test and refine. Your first try is almost never going to be perfect, so you have to listen, adjust, and do it again.
All right, now let's get into some pro-level tips. I want to share a few essential things that will help you avoid the most common mistakes and really elevate your audio generation game.
These are the 4 big pitfalls. First, ignoring punctuation. Seriously, commas and periods are your best friends for creating natural pauses. Second, forgetting emotion keywords. If you do that, you're pretty much guaranteed to get a flat delivery. Third, rushing the pacing. Remember, real people pause when they speak. And finally, mismatching the voice to your content. Make sure the voice you pick actually fits your brand and your message.
So when it's all said and done, the main takeaway is this: your ability to direct the AI through a detailed, thoughtful prompt. That is what separates robotic, unusable audio from professional, engaging content. You're the director here.
So here is my challenge for you. Take everything we've talked about today and just try it. Try to create your own professional 30-second podcast intro. Play around with the voice, the style, the prosody. See for yourself just how lifelike you can make it sound. Thanks for tuning in.